So with all the biking that takes place across the Upper Peninsula, it's a pretty good idea to stay educated on bicycle safety and function. This morning, Ansley Watson is at Revolutions in Marquette to learn more about that. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I was actually just outside riding my bicycle yesterday, and it's really great living in a town that is so bicycle friendly. I'm standing in Revolutions, where they are huge on educating people on how to fix their bikes or how their bike even works. They're very passionate about it. So this morning we're going to talk about some of those classes that they offer and maybe even get a few tips of how you can fix your bike if you're out riding and something breaks down. Stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. That breaking down one, that's the one I need to listen to. It never fails. Something will happen whenever you go biking.
Yeah, just about.
Right now my handlebars are a little funky, so I'll be listening to this.
Good stuff. And our Revolutions in Marquette, it's a different kind of bike shop. They just don't sell bikes. They also teach people more about fixing bikes. Ansley Watson joins us this morning, and that's just one of the many things they do. Morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. This is a nonprofit, and they do many great things for this community. Joining me this morning, Lindsay and Mark. Good morning.
Good morning.
Founders here at Revolutions. What is Revolutions? Kind of describe what the main purpose was of opening this.
Sure, go for it.
The main purpose was to educate the public on how to fix and repair bikes. So what we wanted to start is just a classroom type setting where people can learn just basic bike maintenance, because we realize that bikes aren't only good for sport entertainment or getting out and exercise, but they're also good for transportation as well. So learning the basics, if you own a bike, you should be able to fix a bike. It's kind of like that basic concept, which is something that we've learned along the way too. And we just want to help pass it on and get a group of like-minded people together to work together and also kind of educate the public on those things. So.
This is such a bike-friendly community that it almost seems unreasonable for somebody not to have some sort of transportation to get around as well.
Yeah, Marquette is really bike friendly. I mean, the bike path goes all the way around. There's a bike path or a bike lane on 3rd Street, the Iron Ore Heritage Trail, and the Iron Ore Heritage Trail and the bike path connect a lot of places, so you could use bikes as your main mode of transportation. It's pretty convenient.
So while opening this, you guys obviously want to implement a lot of different classes as well. What did you guys want to teach people?
We wanted to teach people how to be self-sufficient. So I think that bicycles allow you to have a mode of transportation that's relatively inexpensive, that's very convenient, especially as I said, like in Marquette, and it's not terribly complicated to work on them. It's not an internal combustion engine. It's cables, cable tension, chain. It's very basic machinery that doesn't take a whole lot to, once you know how it works, it doesn't take a whole lot to figure out how to fix it.
I know the thought process for you guys at the very beginning was teaching kids that kids need to be able to have a bike, fix it up if they need to, ride it around. How's that been going? Have a lot of kids been interested in this?
Yeah, a lot of kids have been interested in it. I think a lot of the reason why kids don't ride their bikes is because they have flat tires or chain squeaky or just some really minor repairs. So the kids that we've had come in either volunteer or take the classes have really taken a liking to it. And some kids that we've even taught have gone on to do their own repairs on trails for different other organizations around town too. And to see them learn from us and then take it out to the real world is really cool, actually.
Yeah. We've had some parents who will share pictures on Facebook of their kids fixing all of their bikes in their garage.
Yeah.
What a cool thing. Well, when we come back, I think you're going to show me a few things, a few little tips that we can do to fix up our bikes if need be. So stay with us. I'm reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thanks, Ansley. And as we get ready for the big weekend, I almost forgot, you ladies have got a big half marathon coming up Saturday.
Yes, how could you forget something like that?
Maybe pick up a bike on your...
I think I would be the fastest one.
Yeah.
I bet you would, or close.
Yeah, but it's going to be a pretty nice day for that on Saturday. Time to go back.
Welcome back. A local nonprofit bike shop offers classes for the community to learn more about repairing and maintaining your bicycle. Ansley Watson is at Revolutions in Marquette to talk a little bit more about it. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. So, believe it or not, I actually do not know how to repair anything on a bicycle.
I believe it.
So this morning, we're here at Revolutions, and they are going to help us out because I'm sure other people like me need the help as well. So joining me this morning is Mark. You're one of the founders. Lindsay, other founder. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us this morning.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you said that a lot of people just don't know how to do simple repairs on bicycles, and you think that people need to know that stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the bike needs to stop. That's pretty important. And then squeaky chains and stuff is a common problem that we hear around town. And if your bike chain is angry and squeaking and dirty, then it causes undue wear in some pretty expensive parts of your bike. So just keeping it lubed and keeping it clean is like probably the most important thing you can do with your bike.
So you're going to show us how to do that real quick?
I'll do something real quick with you guys. So on a bike chain here, there's bike-specific chain lubes. So no WD-40, please, no WD-40 on your bike, because it just attracts dirt. So a couple components on the chain that you really need to know to lube. Instead of lubing the whole chain, you just need to drop lube inside these rollers here, just on top. And a lot of times, we will either spin the chain and do a line of bike lube right on those rollers on the inside.
And you do the whole chain?
Yep, do the whole chain. That should be good. And then once you get those rollers lubed up, I'm gonna take like a small chunk of old t-shirt. You're funny. And then I'll clean out the outside of the chain, because that'll attract like dirt. So just like the inside of the chain just needs to be lubed. Once the chain is lubed, just basically shift it amongst all your cogs and your cassette in the back to kind of just distribute the lubrication a little bit, make sure everything's running fine. So that's step one.
Lindsay, you're changing the gears then, right? And sometimes I feel like the chain then pops off the gears. How do you put the chain back on? Is that a common problem?
It can be a common problem if things aren't adjusted properly.
And it just happened on this.
It just happened, yeah. So a quick thing to do is when you stop the bike and your chain has derailed or come off a thing, you could try backpedaling as you're riding forward, and that sometimes resets the chain, and then you can pedal forward. If it comes off real bad, then you need to stop the bike, grab the back derailleur arm, take the spring tension off of it, and then make the adjustment and put it back on the proper chain ring or cog where it was at.
So Lindsay, what are you doing over here?
So if the chain fell off, do you want to hold that? So sometimes people will shift up into something and then it'll fall off like that. And so if this happens, if he lets go of that for a second. So if you, sometimes, like in the case of this one, you can just pedal and it'll go back. Or if it does that and it's like this, you can grab, because the derailleur holds tension, so you have to pull it forward to release the tension. Otherwise you're trying to do this and it gets jammed up. So if I go like this, then I can reset it.
All right.
So the key thing to remember is that the rear derailleur holds the tension, and so you have to pull it forward to release the tension on the chain. So it's just like a lot of things on the bike is tension. There's a lot of springs and things that are held in tension until the right moment. Shifter, brake levers all release or pull tension, and it's really, that's all it is.
Very cool. Well, what else would you guys like to say about Revolutions, kind of what you do here?
I guess we hope to be a resource for the community to provide a space where people can learn about their bikes and get on bikes, and our mission is to get more people on bikes.
You're located right here in the Masonic Center, and you're definitely more than willing to help anyone who needs it. So thank you guys so much for being with us this morning. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.